How you doing, guys? Well, I'm just getting ready to start planting in some garlic for this season. So this year I'm going to be using elephant garlic, but instead of using the cloves, I'm going to be actually using the corms. Now, corms are the little nodes or bulbets that grow on the outside of the actual cloves of garlic in the elephant garlic. They're really basically a miniature clove that's got a hard covering. It's basically just another type of seed. Now when you plant these, they don't normally grow into an actual full clove that's split. It actually grows into what's called a round or a single. Now these will then grow when you plant them the next season into a full split clove of elephant garlic. And the reason I'm doing this is my brother actually grows elephant garlic down in Grafton. Now we're going to try and get these corms to actually germinate. He hasn't had much success, but I've over the last 6 months or so been doing a lot of internet research, and I found what seems, and like I haven't done this and we're about to find out if it works, but the best advice on how to actually get these to actually germinate and have a high strike rate. My brother wasn't getting a high strike rate, but we're going to give this a go and see if this actually works. So hopefully it's going to work, and if I can get it to work, it's going to be quite a good little money spinner for me. So I'm basically going to be able to triple, quadruple the weight. I'm basically going to turn a free product into a 15 per kilo product that I'm going to be able to sell. So these are the corms that I'm going to be planting, and what they will grow into is these rounds. Basically these will then split into a full clove, but they're called a single. As you can see, it looks like a mini onion, but I'm going to be able to turn these at about 10 to 15 grams into about 100 gram product that I'm then going to be able to sell at $15 per kilo to my brother, and he's already basically said he's going to take all that I can produce. Alright, so the process that my research has come up with that's going to be the best way, and it makes sense, it really does. These corms have a really hard outside coating. It's not like a normal clove. So what we're going to do is just get a bucket, get some water with some sea salt in it, and just dilute it at the recommended dilution rate, which for veggies is 30 ml per 9 litres of water. We're just going to fill up a little bucket, and then what we're going to do is just get some clippers. You can either use these Cyclone rose clippers. Now the corms have a top. It's a very sharp pointy bit. All we're going to do is just knock the top off and then throw it in that water with the sea salt on it. Clip the top, throw it in there. So basically what that's going to do is just allow this sea salt, which is basically a root, it's not actually, sea salt isn't a fertilizer, it's actually like a root juice, or whatever you want to call it. It's not actually fert, it just helps with the roots. So we're knocking these off, we expose this hard outside layer and let the sea salt soak into the actual seed bit of these corms, just like that. There's a very definite pointy bit and an end bit that you can see, and just knocking that pointy bit off and then throwing into the sea salt. It's a long process, but like I said, we're going to be turning this into basically a $15 per kilo product with a high strike rate, where they used to have a very low strike rate, or a strike rate for next year. Like, you'll plant them and they won't germinate first year, but then they'll germinate in the ground the second year. But by doing this, allows that seed soil root germination help to get into the actual seed and help these strike. Alright, so I'm just going to show you, there's not a lot you have to take off this. That's the corm there, just like that. Again, just the tip, just exposing. You'll see it that it's exposed the actual seed that's in the corm, under this hard cell, and that's the reason we're just taking that off. It's going to allow the shoot to come out. More importantly, it's going to allow the seed soil to soak into that actual seed. Alright, so there the corms just soaking in that sea salt solution. They tell me that you should soak these for 24 to 48 hours. I'm going to let these soak for 48 hours and then I'm going to be planting them. When you do plant them, you want to push them fully into the soil, but only just so that the tip is just sticking out of the soil, and then mulch over. That's how I'll be doing it anyway, and I'll be showing you the results as they happen.